Claude Code Tutorial for Non-Programmers. Claude, developed by Anthropic, is one of the easiest AI tools to use if you have zero coding background. You don't need to understand programming syntax, technical jargon, or software engineering principles. If you can clearly describe what you want in plain English, Claude can generate the technical part for you. In this 10-minute beginner walkthrough, you'll learn how to use Claude to create simple tools, websites, and automations without being a programmer. So before we move ahead, let's take a look at what Claude Code actually means. So let's clear this up. You are not learning to code, you are learning how to describe what you want and let Claude generate the code for you. Use it without fully understanding it. Think of yourself as the project manager, and Claude is your developer. You don't write the code, you just give the instructions. So first of all, open up your browser, go down here, go over to Claude's official website, sign up or log in, and once inside, you'll see a simple chat interface like right over here. So you're gonna have a message box at the center, and this is your conversation area. So no complicated dashboard, that is it. There is no software to install, no programming setup required. If you are someone who can send a message, then you can use Claude. Now let's go over how to ask for code without having coding knowledge. So the secret is just being clear, and you need to be clear with the prompt that you're going to give it. So a bad prompt would be create a website. A better prompt would be this one over here that I'm just going to paste in. It says create a simple one-page HTML website for a freelance photographer. Include a hero section, gallery section, about section, and contact form. Keep the design clean and modern. Now, this over here is a clear prompt. So the more specific you are in who it's for, what sections you want to include, what style you prefer, the better the prompt is going to be and the better output you're going to get. With this prompt over here, Claude will generate the full HTML and CSS for you. You don't need to understand every line, just copy it. Now let's go over turning code into something that you can use. Let's say Claude gives you a website code, and then here's what you do. So you're going to open up your notepad or on Windows or text edit on Mac. You're going to paste the code on the notepad and then click Save As. Name it index.html and open the file in your browser. And just like that, your website is going to appear. You didn't code it, you just described it. And you can do the same for pricing calculators, simple invoice generators, landing pages, email templates with formatting, and basic web forms. Now, you can also ask Claude to explain something simply. So if something looks confusing, say, explain this code in simple terms like I'm a beginner. Or you can ask it to add comments explaining what each section does. So you have these two options. Either you can request it to explain the code in simple terms or add comments explaining what each section does. So when you ask Claude to do this, Claude will rewrite the code with explanation. This removes fear. And when Claude gives you that explanation and when you read that, this is going to remove fear. You don't need to memorize anything. You just need to understand the basics of what each section controls. Now, with Claude, you can also edit code without knowing code. So if there's a code and you want changes, all you need to do is you need to just describe the changes. So for example, you have Claude over here and there are changes you want to make. In a case where you want to make changes, you're going to enter in the changes. You're going to describe what changes you want made. So here you're going to put in the prompt, make the background black and text white, add a pricing table below the services section, make the design mobile friendly. So these are the three changes that you want made. Then you can replace the old version, and that is your workflow. So you iterate by describing improvements. Now you can also use Claude for automation. You can ask Claude to create small automation scripts. For example, if you want a certain type of a calculator, then paste in the prompt. Let's say you want to create a simple JavaScript calculator that calculates 10% discount when a user enters a price. So enter exactly that in whatever you want to create, and then Claude will generate it. So you're going to paste it into your web page, and then your page has logic. So you didn't program it, Claude programmed it for you, and you just requested it. Now, if there are any errors and you're worried about fixing them, you don't have to worry with Claude. Fixing errors can be done very easily, and you can start debugging without stress. So if something breaks, all you need to do is copy that error message. So there's going to be the error message. You're going to copy that message, come over here and paste that message into Claude. And then after pasting that message, you're going to go down and you're going to type in, I don't understand this error. Fix it and explain simply. And then exactly like you can see here, you'll have the error pasted up here. And then under it, you're going to go down and you're going to write, I don't understand this error. Fix it and explain simply. And then Claude will identify what the issue is and then it's going to rewrite the corrected code for that error. And then it's going to explain exactly to you what went wrong. Now, this is very powerful. Most beginners quit because of the errors that they face, but with Claude, Claude removes that barrier and it simplifies everything for you. So, in order to use Claude as a non programmer, always think like a director. Here is the mindset shift: you are not a coder, you are a director. What you do is you describe features, you request any improvements that need to be made, you're the one who tests the results, and Claude, what it does is Claude does the writing, Claude does the fixes, Claude improves, and Claude explains. So the better your instructions, the better your results are going to be. So all you need to focus on is the direction and the management and giving Claude the direction in which you are working. And then the actual work, the coding and the writing and the fixing, the improves, and even the explanations are going to be done all through Claude. All you need to be mindful of and make sure is that you know what direction you want to go in, what improvements you want. You should have a picture of exactly what it is you want to get by the end as an end result. So start small, don't go ahead and start targeting really big tasks. Build a small web page, create a calculator maybe, or generate a form using Claude. And then step by step, you can start improving. So you don't need technical knowledge. All you need is clarity and practice giving better instructions. So that is it. That is your Claude Code tutorial for non-programmers. Whether you have coding knowledge or whether you are a programmer or not, you can use Claude with the help of Claude itself.